We start in Ekurhuleni, where the DA's walked out of a meeting of that council. It was supposed to debate a motion of no confidence in the mayor. Councillors spent most of the day deciding whether to debate that motion first or a report by the Auditor General. Once the motion was decided on, the DA councillors said they could not participate in what they've called an illegal meeting. Nkobile Madlala is there for us. Nkobile, good afternoon to you. This was supposed to be about the future of the AIC mayor, backed by the ANC and the EFF. What's happened now?
Well, Stephen, the DA has decided that they are going to walk out because they feel what's continuing at this very point is an illegal meeting. We understand at this very point is that the beginning was supposed to be the motion of no confidence. However, there is an AG report that is supposed to be received by the mayor, and at this point, council then voted that there should be the AG report first, meaning that you will remember that last week there was an issue, previous weeks, there was an issue of that meeting that went ahead and was never concluded because of the chaos that took place in the council chambers and the speaker leaving her space. And as a result, that means that that meeting was never concluded. So today they're continuing with a different meeting without concluding the first council meeting, which is what the DA is at this very point unhappy about. And of course, does this then, the walk out, Michael, does it help with anything?
Well, it does, but in case we go to court, it shows that we won't participate in an illegal meeting. We wanted the resumption of the council meeting from the 29th of February to commence. Over 113 councillors wrote to the Speaker in a petition demanding that the resumption of the council meeting from the 29th of February be resumed. She decided that today would be the day. We were very happy with that. But then she decided to have an extraordinary council meeting that piggybacked on this meeting to deal with the AG's report. And then when we get into council today, we're not dealing with the motion no confidence, which we were supposed to do, and which is all about service delivery to the residents of Ekurhuleni. The ANC and the EFF decided to move the items around on the agenda, and we believe what is happening in the chamber right now behind us is illegal. And what it does show is that the EFF and the ANC are playing for time. They're trying to renegotiate their deal. The ANC are scared from the threats of Julius Malema, who said that if the EFF get kicked out of Ekurhuleni, they will lose Johannesburg and other metros around the province.
But one would think that because there was a vote that went on to decide whether or not to continue with the AG report or the vote of no confidence, then that would be according to how it's supposed to work?
Council has no authority to do what they did, and just because the majority was 99 votes to 98 votes, by the way, and even though if it was a majority, it doesn't always mean the majority is right. That's a lesson in life. The majority is not always right.
Right. So what are you saying then about today? Does that mean then, since you've walked us, that you won't be participating in the motion of no confidence against the mayor?
Now, once the extraordinary council meeting is concluded, we will be going back in to resume the ordinary council meeting of the 29th. I mean, it sounds like we're in the middle of a Monty Python skit here, but nevertheless, and we will then be participating in the motion of confidence against the mayor.
And what's your views against the mayor at this point?
Well, the fact you can see how Ekurhuleni is run. We're in a stalemate. Service delivery is collapsing. We've run out of money. We have a qualified AG report. And the only thing that's going to save our city is fresh elections. And that's why we've made an amendment to Action SA's motion where we're calling for the council to be dissolved and that we have fresh elections, because only that will bring stability to the city of Ekurhuleni.
And I mean, we understand at this point also you have pushed a motion of no confidence against the Speaker.
Yes. Well, you've witnessed the chaos that ensued in the February council meeting. You were here filming it. The same chaos ensued in the November council meeting, where several of the DA councillors were attacked and actually jumped upon. You've seen the abuse of power from the Speaker today. This city cannot continue with a Speaker that is out of her depth and does not have the interests of the city at heart. We need someone that's going to put the residents first and not last.
And whilst we speak about that, of course, DA at some point had its chance of ensuring that this city is stable, that it has the service delivery.
Well, we did. We improved service delivery. The AG's report from last year proves that. It was a clean audit. The fact of the matter is we did not have a majority. and we relied on votes of other parties. The ANC and the EFF then clubbed together and voted us out. There was nothing we could do about that. So, the voters need to realize that next time they go to the polls, they've got to vote for parties that can bring stability to our metro.
But one can argue that there were some issues. I mean, you remember Tembisa and all sort of issues that were taking place in the East Rand in itself, where people were arguing that service delivery is not prim and proper.
Now, of course, there were challenges. Obviously, the city was crumbling under the former ANC administration. We took over a bankrupt city. So we had to turn the ship around. Of course there were challenges. You can't wave a magic wand and rectify 20 years of looting from the ANC side. It takes time. But what we did do, we did stabilize the city. We did start increasing the cash on hand, that's money in the bank, so we can pay the creditors, the people doing the work. And we did get a clean audit from the AG, and that's a fact. They haven't got a clean audit, the ANC and the EFF.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That is Michael Waters. He is, of course, here in Ekurhuleni speaking on behalf of DA. But it is very important to note, Stephen, that that AG report is currently being tabled right behind us with the councillors listening to that meeting, which we understand that DA has resolved that they will not be part of.
Thanks very much indeed. All right.